new NCERT series, we are talking about another interesting chapter, and that is beginnings of civilization. Now, under this, we would specifically focus on Harappa civilization in this section. Since this is a class 6 lecture, of course, the details are not that comprehensive. If you want to dive into the comprehensive details for Harappan civilization for your UPSC purpose, class 11th videos are most important, so don't miss them for your prelims perspective. Now coming on to a quick summary and a gist of the class 6 chapter 6 for history, and this is the topic which is called as Harappa civilization, also known as Indus Saraswati civilization. And this civilization have actually thrived for nearly 700 years before, and this was a period where you have the advent of the civilization somewhere around 2600 BC, extending up to 1900 BC when it saw the decline, but it had a peak period somewhere around 2250 BC, and this was the time where most of the developments, specifically in the form of urban development and the layouts, were very important. So city planning, city layout was one of the specific classic characteristics of Harappan civilization. Now if we talk about the major things, one was of course the administration and governance, city planning, houses being established at right angles, there were corners which were well cut. Great bath was one of the classic characteristics. Then there was diverse form of art and craft, jewelry and beading activity was seen. Extensive trade was witnessed with neighboring nations. Also agriculture thrived at its best, and there was a unique system of writing which has not been deciphered so far. Now if we talk about the urban planning, as we saw, Great Bath was one of the specific features of Harappa civilization, and then Dholavira was another important center of Harappa civilization, where we have seen the middle town and the lower town as well as the castle area. So the three well-defined areas were seen, and this showcased the construction abilities at that time. In the regions in Gujarat, we had Lothal as one of the center. Now you have a Lothal museum, but the dockyard of Lothal at that time was one of the very famous dockyards, and even the remains that we have seen today emphasize the well developed shipping system under the Harappa civilization. Also we have seen fortified walls. Urban planning, as we said, was very important, and Great Bath was a unique structure. Again, the arrangement of bricks was such that the buildings remained stable for a long period of time, and there was a very less impact by adverse condition, natural or human induced, right? The next is water management. Now under water management, Dholavira was known for the largest water reservoir, somewhere around 73 meters in length, and it had another 33 meters which was the width. Both had been cut into a rock, and this whole well was lined by a brick. Again, certain structures are seen in Mohenjo-daro as well. So Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were the two major cities. However, the other cities indeed had similar functionalities. For example, Kalibangan was one of the centers which was known for its black bangles. Similarly, we had the public wells, the private wells which were developed. There were reservoir systems, and moreover the rivers and streams were also well maintained. But the most interesting aspect was the engineering skills during the time of Harappa civilization, which have been well demonstrated through the structures like Great Bath, through the structures like dockyard at Lothal. So these structures, the castle buildings at Dholavira, so these structures actually mark how well the economy was working. Now coming on to the imports. Imports were mainly in the form of essential raw materials. Copper was one of those major imports, we could say. But as far as exports were concerned, we were exporting numerous things ranging from ornaments, specific gems and jewelries, then timber, cotton, gold and silver were some of the major exports, and most of the export value came from the timber and the carnelian beads which were exported. Now, as we already talked about the dockyard at Lothal, that was one of the major centers from where the maritime trade was initiated, and it was of a extent of somewhere around 2 football grounds that you could imagine was the extent of the dockyard at that time. But yes, the trade was very crucial, and the relations with the neighboring nation was another important aspect. Coming on to the art and culture, we have seen ornaments being developed, pottery culture. The statue of dancing girl has been a very classic bronze figure which was very important. Also, there were depictions of stories like the story of thirsty crow on the pots which was witnessed. There was very significant sophistication which was seen in metalwork, stonework and sculptures, right? Coming on to the decline, as we saw, there was peak around 2250 BC, but it then declined significantly. However, the reason why the Harappa civilization vanished has not been strictly well known, but there have been various theories regarding the same. Some of the major theories include the drier climate, possible global climate change that had affected and impacted agriculture in the region. Another theory says that there was a significant flood which devastated most of the regions of Harappa civilization. There was another theory which says that Saraswati river that used to flow through it actually vanished, and that was one of the reasons that the cities were left abandoned and people flew away from the city. So those were some of the factors that were very important in explaining the legacy and the decline of Harappa culture. But still, the systems that were developed during the Harappa culture were very known, and these had been passed to other civilizations as well, as per the documentations that we have seen. So those were some of the key things that we have discussed in a quick gist of your NCERT chapter for class 6 for social studies. We will be pursuing further chapters in the coming sessions, so stay subscribed, stay tuned. Thanks for joining.